Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy T for 365 Horror, and this is a horror movie discovery channel. I am just here to put as many horror movies on your watch list as possible. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at 4 brand new releases for you guys to watch and stream today. So let's get into it right now. Now we are going to get into the video, but before we do, I've got to remind you guys to please like and subscribe if you like this video. Also, this video is best watched with the movie tracker. I like to use Letterboxd. It's just the easiest way to keep track of the movies that you've seen and want to see. And lastly, these are just a preview. These are not reviews and recommendations. If you did want some reviews and recommendations, then I suggest you watch my Every Movie I Watched in a Month series or my You Should Watch series. This is just a little something for the diehards like me that are always looking for something new to watch. And with that, let's get right into the new movies. So unfortunately, horror fans, this week we have got a short week, but let's just get right into it. The first movie we're going to look at is a comedy horror called We Are Zombies, and it's available on VOD Digital and Screambox. In a city infested with the living impaired, aka non-cannibal zombies, 3 slackers after easy money must fight small-time crooks and an evil megacorporation to save their kidnapped grandma. It is directed by Francois Simard, Anouk Wissel, and Johan Carl Wissel. Okay, after watching the trailer for We Are Zombies, this looks like an okay zombie film that might be good for a couple laughs. Now, I'm not a fan of zany horror, and this one definitely looks zany, but I did see a couple of smirk-worthy jokes in the trailer. Now, what did save this one for me is it looks like we get a raunchier style of humor, and plus you got some really good gore by the end of it. This one is definitely more for the comedy fans, but if I'm in the mood, this one will definitely be on my watch list.
Overpopulation, diseases, epidemics. We need to restore balance.
Got another pickup for you.
It's my father-in-law, and it's important that he be treated.
Think we got him.
With dignity.
Next, we're going to take a look at another comedy horror called My First Horror Film, and this one's available on VOD Digital.
3, 2, 1. Ready or not, here I...
An inspiring influencer documents her journey to booking her first horror film, but receives a bloody surprise when a real-life killer begins murdering her castmates on set. It is directed by Sheehan Van Cleef. Okay, after watching the trailer for My First Horror Film, this one looks like a promising found footage. Okay, even from the trailer, it doesn't look exactly completely like a found footage because they do have a couple of still shots, but honestly, I prefer that new age style of found footage. Now, even though we get a relatively unknown cast in this one, the acting didn't look too bad, and some of the terror scenes looked pretty good. Now, in this one, we didn't see as many comedy elements as we saw in We Are Zombies, but honestly, I like that more subdued style of humor, and some of the situations looked pretty good. I also like the premise, although cliche, that it's kind of taking part on the set of a horror movie. Even though the premise doesn't really strike me as 100% unique, this one could still be pretty interesting. My First Horror Film will definitely get a regular spot on my watch list.
Hey everyone, welcome to my new channel, Scream Queens Are King, where we discuss everything horror from the perspective of me, your lead.
Next, we're going to take a look at a straight horror called The Beast Within, and it's available on VOD Digital.
Kneel before your king.
After a series of events lead her to question her family's isolated life on a fortified compound deep in the English wilds, 10-year-old Willow follows her parents on one of their secret late-night treks into the heart of the forest. It is directed by Alexander J. Farrell. Okay, after checking out the trailer for The Beast Within, this one looks like a pretty decent werewolf movie. Now, to be completely honest, I feel like we don't really see very many werewolf movies, and I definitely don't watch a lot of them, but I'm hoping that this one has some good promise since it has Kit Harington in it. Now, from the cinematography to the performances, this one looks like it's pretty good, so hopefully with a bigger budget, we're going to see some decent transformations and a good-looking beast when he's transformed. Now, although it didn't look overly bloody from the trailer, we did get to see some images that did make this one look fairly gory. Personally, I find very little scary when it comes to werewolves, so this one will probably end up getting a mid to lower tier spot on my watch list.
I'm king of these woods.
King.
I, king of these woods, pronounce thee princess.
Lastly, we are drowning in comedy horrors this week, so the next movie we're going to look at is a comedy horror sci-fi called Isleen Pines, and it's available on VOD Digital. A group of friends get together for the annual Halloween party, but are interrupted by mysterious visitors. It is directed by Matthew Festel and Alexis Paunessa. Okay, so after watching the trailer for Isleen Pines, this one unfortunately looks at best like a mediocre alien movie. Now, unfortunately, I didn't really love the acting, and although this comedy didn't really have an overly zany look, I just didn't love what I was seeing. Now, one of the saving graces on this one is that the trailer did look completely gory, but even the trailer still kind of bored me, so I'm just not sure that the juice is going to be worth the squeeze. Now, you guys know me, as an artist myself, I hate disparaging someone else's work, but unless someone can really pull me out from the sunken place on this one, I may have to skip this one on my watch list.
Was it really last Halloween that we all got together?
Yep. And the year before that.
It's me and Mrs. We're gonna head out to that killer costume party that everyone will not shut up about from the day we moved in.
You talk a lot.
Well, guys, that's going to do it for another episode for new movies you guys should watch and stream. If you like this content, please leave it a like and subscribe. Now, if I had to pick 2 movies this week, it would be kind of hard because I do think our choices are lackluster, but the first pick is going to definitely be my first horror film. I just always love the kind of found footage. I love the fact that it's not all found footage. The character did seem somewhat interesting, so I'm hoping we don't get an overly boring start out like we get in so many kind of found footage movies. And some of the found footage stuff did look like it could be creepy and scary. And if I had to make a second pick, which would be kind of hard because none of the other movies really stuck out to me, I would have to go with a ripped Kit Harington. I mean, there's one part in this one, for any ladies watching the trailer, there's a part where he's on the bed and this dude's back looks jacked. He just looks jacked. And with Kit Harington being in it, I do hope that we get a better kind of budget and a good werewolf movie. I feel like I haven't seen one in a while, so I guess I would have some hopes for that one. Well, guys, that's going to be it for me. I want to thank everyone who made it this far into the video. I've got to get out of here. I have got a ton of movies to watch. I hope y'all been taking care of yourselves, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Oh, and in case I forgot to mention one other thing.
He's so weird.
So weird.